Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the radio audience.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Radio Journeys. I'm your guide each week, John Grimmett, as we take that tour back into the 1920s and 30s, listening to radio as it once sounded, recreating it just as authentically as possible. And this week, not too much to say in introduction to the shows. The same four serials that we've been going through. This week is, of course, a bit of a milepost. We're finishing up the second series in The Misadventures of Si and Elmer, or the second mystery, the second storyline. It's called The Lost Baby and Dog Case, and we're going to hear episode 10 this week. Now, I told you last week about how I had just discovered and acquired all the surviving recordings in the Si and Elmer serials, and toward the end of the year, we're going to hear the rest of those recordings. They're a bit more spotty than the ones that we've been playing. But next week, we're going to begin a long break from Si and Elmer and listen instead to some music shows from the 1930s. A lot of requests have come in for these 1930s music shows. And so next week, we're going to do Kay Kyser and his orchestra, as he was heard syndicated on the radio during 1932. A series of about 7 episodes of Kay Kyser and his orchestra, some great, jumpy 1930s music. You know, that opening theme to Radio Journeys does come from Kay Kyser. You'll be hearing that at one point or another as we play those episodes. But this week's lineup is very much like last week. It's the Redbook magazine, this time episode 6, dated June 30, 1932. The story is called The Goat of Private Hibbs. It's a short story by Peter B. Kyne, which is such a fortuitous name it just had to be a pseudonym. Managing editor of Redbook magazine, Edwin Ballmer, will introduce the stories of Peter B. Kyne, talking a little bit about him, as usual, before getting on to the episode. After that, it is Si and Elmer, Lost Baby and Dog, Part 10, the closing episode of the Lost Baby and Dog case. Family Doctor, Episode 17, Nature Takes Its Course, comes after that, and that's followed by Episode 26 of Anne of the Airlanes. Except for the Redbook magazine dramas, of course, the other 3 serials are all undated. We just believe they were broadcast sometime in 1932. And just one more little note here before we get underway. You've probably all noticed how I like to stick original station IDs between the shows. For the last several weeks, I've been using WMAQ from Chicago. That was an ID taken from a 1933 broadcast. But this week I'm going to change a little bit. We're going to hear an ID from WMCA in New York. I took this one off, actually, a Father Coughlin broadcast from 1938, a very rare ID indeed, maybe the only one in existence from the 1930s of WMCA. Now, WMCA was an independent station in New York. It's still around today, broadcasting Christian programming under the same call sign, and at just about the same place on the dial. But in those days, WMCA did broadcast a lot of syndicated shows because it wasn't part of a network. And so you very well may have heard some of these episodes we're playing tonight on WMCA in 1932. So let's get right underway. Hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in about an hour.
This is the Intercity Broadcasting System.
WMCA in New York City, at the top of the dial.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present in dramatic form another of the stories especially selected for us by Edwin Ballmer, the distinguished editor of Redbook magazine. We are pleased to announce that the publishers of Redbook magazine have given us special permission to broadcast these stories. Mr. Ballmer is here with us, and before the story begins, we're going to ask him to tell you his reasons for selecting Peter B. Kyne's story, The Goat of Private Hibbs. Mr. Ballmer.
Thank you, Mr. Clemenger. Peter B. Kyne is one of the most popular of all our authors. Both men and women delight in his stories because they are always light-hearted and about people whom you like. Kyne served in the old army in the Philippines, and he is also sent to France. The Goat of Private Hibbs is a story of a soldier and his goat which is based upon a real experience. The soldiers and officers are real characters whom Kyne knew.
Private Homer Hibbs was a veteran, but not a very good soldier. Summary courts, fines for going AWOL, Private Hibbs had a record. Disgrace to the uniform, his company commander called him. and only his sense of humor kept him in the outfit. Hibbs got drunk and AWOL again, and because it was France and war, his officers punished him by sticking him on a supply cart. Private Homer Hibbs is jolting sadly along on a four-gun wagon, driving a lowly team of mules.
France, fair, and driving a team of mules. Me as was rifle champion and the best rider of the regiment. Mules. Get up there. Oh, here comes the skipper. Now, what's he want?
How are you making it, Hibbs?
Well, if idle conversation was music, I know officers in this man's army would be a brass band.
Now, look here, Hibbs. You've been in service long enough to know how to speak to an officer. I want to talk to you. Enlisted man since 1894, aren't you?
See my ribbons? I've been sighted 3 times in the Philippines, and you got me on a mule team.
Yes, and you know why. 30 years in service. Why, you could be a sergeant. $52 a month pension, honorable discharge, and bonuses. Isn't that worth working for?
Well, Captain, lend me $2 till payday.
No, I won't. I've quit financing this troop. The first thing I know, half the outfit will be killed in action between paydays, and I'll be left holding the sack.
Well, as the oldest soldier in the troop, I ought to have certain privileges.
Hibbs, you could be the best soldier in the outfit. You can drill, shoot, know the trade from soup to nuts. You're the last cavalryman I know with whiskers like caribou horns. You've got everything but ambition.
Yeah, that's why I've lasted.
Well, this gold bricking has got to stop. Now get along. Well, by George, wait. Say, what's that she-goat doing atop your wagon there? Whose goat is she, and where's she from?
My goat, and she's riding there, sir. Name's Sarah.
Well, she's adding 100 pounds to the load. Tie her to the rear and make her walk.
Oh, but she's lame, sir. The captain don't know goats like I do. A goat ain't happy unless she's on the tip-top of the highest point available.
I don't give a fiddler's hoot whether she's happy or not. Make her walk.
Oh, if I do, she'll get tired and nervous, and she won't let down her milk.
Oh, she's a milk goat.
Sarah's cram full of milk. She's pretty near a full-breed Toggenburg. She's got 2 kids asleep under the wagon seat.
Well, what do you expect to do with this livestock?
Well, sir, they don't feed on much except what the horses have left over. Keep 'em easy, and the kids will make good barbecue, after which Sarah can give us fresh milk for our coffee. It's rich in butterfat.
The canned milk is rotten. You don't like mules, do you, Private Hibbs?
Oh, I hate mules, sir.
Well, it's against regulations to keep that animal, but she might be called the company mascot. I might enjoy fresh milk after an arduous campaign.
Well, if I could have horses instead of mules, maybe me and the captain could come to an understanding on Sarah's milk.
The supply sergeant will lead a man in the forage tent. I guess, Hibbs, with only 6 months to go before retirement, you're entitled to some special consideration. If you change your mind and get ambitious,
I thank Captain Holly for his kindly advice.
Report to me later.
Now what? Oh, a stag car and a couple of brass hats.
What do you mean by blocking traffic on this hill, soldier?
I beg the general's pardon, but I gotta give these dang mules a breathing spell on this long grade. A merciful man, sir, is merciful to his beast.
An impudent fellow. Burning decorations, too. Now, look here. Well, what's that nanny goat doing on top of your load, soldier?
Riding free and sightseeing, sir.
Who owns her?
She belongs to my battery commander, sir. Furnishes fresh milk to the battery officer's mess.
It's my opinion that gold has been stolen. Major Brown.
Yes, sir.
Take the name, rank, regiment, and battery of this goat-owning artillery officer.
Yes, sir. All right, soldier.
Captain Witzelford, 2nd Regiment, A Battery.
Yeah. All right, get along.
Bourgeois. Come on, Sarah, get up. We're moving up. The general is also...
The battery unlimbered in a shell-riddled town next afternoon. Private Hibbs was having troubles of his own. His Sarah seemed to have taken on something of the belligerent character of the AEF. For a nanny goat, she was willful, opinionated, and mischievous. She insisted on racing around and bothering the horse lines.
Here, Sarah. Here, Sarah.
Yeah. Having trouble with her hips? Hey, you're the only one can handle that critter.
She'll get her brains kicked out playing around with them horses. Oh, I'd hate to lose Sarah like that, Sarge. She's a good
Yeah, better catch her quick. Look, here comes the brigadier's car.
Say, come, Sarah. Come here, Sarah.
Good gravy, she's running straight for the general's bus.
She ain't familiar with generals. Sarah, hey.
Look, the brig don't see her. He's out the car and bending over to tie her bootlace and... Jim and Nettie's, look at that goat.
Oh, Sarah. Oh, boy,
look at him.
I better scram out.
Boy, look out, look out. Oh, boy, how Sarah hit that general.
Help me up. Somebody help me up. Who kicked me into that puddle? Where? Say. That goat here again. Brush me off. Look at this mess. Well, confound it. Here, you, Sergeant. Don't stand there like a dunce, you. Blast it, who owns this goat?
The lost to an infantry colonel, sir. Seems he can't stand field rations, sir. On account he's got ulcers of the stomach. And goat milk is all it can hold down, sir.
Well, what's the confounded animal doing here?
Infantry went into the line, and the colonel left the goat with us so as we could stable her, sir. He said he'd send a soldier back to milk her, sir.
So, Captain Holly.
Yes, sir.
Look here, Captain. You see what this goat has done? Butted me into the puddle. You're Sergeant.
Sergeant. Yes, sir. Tie that goat up. When the infantry colonel's aide comes back to milk her, tell him to take her away. She's dangerous. Yes, sir.
I know who owns this beast. Fellow had her atop a organ wagon. Impudent rascal with medals and a big mustache.
Sergeant, you've been in this battery since we came to France. Is there a soldier answering the general's description? Well, it might be Private Homer Hibbs, sir.
Send for the man at once.
Private Hibbs. Hibbs.
I'm coming.
Yeah, that's the man. Come here, soldier. Double time. I said double time. Are you deaf? Oh, didn't you hear me?
I heard the general distinctly. The general gave the preparatory command double time. I only waited for the command of execution. March.
So, now, do you own this nanny goat?
Yes, sir, and I'm proud of her. She's afraid of nobody, sir. She ought to be made a corporal.
You'll be made something, let me tell you. Where did you get her?
I respectfully decline to answer on the ground that to do so might incriminate me.
I knew she was stolen. I'm too busy just now to court-martial you. Take that goat out into that field and shoot her, right now.
Oh, but she's only a French goat, sir. How could she recognize an American general? Oh, she's sorry,
Button
sir.
up that lip. Take her out into that field. Shoot her. German race.
Sarah, hey, sir. Look, she's heading right for the German line. The German line. The German line.
I'd find you hiding back of these wagons. You can come out now. They didn't capture the guns.
We drove them back? But where?
They retreated to those woods on the hill. Crazy fools. Now they're caught in those trees up there. They can't get back because we're dropping shells behind them. They'll stay put until we get ammunition enough to...
Well, where's Sarah? You seen Sarah?
The Heine's got her. I saw him run her into those woods with him.
Oh, for crying out loud, sir. Oh, say, don't blow up those woods. You might ruin Sarah.
We can't wipe them out until we get more ammunition. The Dutchmen may come out when they realize they're pinched off, show a white flag, and surrender.
Well, will our infantry mop the crowd up?
The infantry can't get them. They got machine guns in there.
Oh, and they got Sarah. Oh, they might eat us, sir. Germans are always hungry. You know how Germans are. And it's way after supper time and getting dark.
Well, it'll be the last meal they'll ever eat. By midnight, I'll drop so much fire into them, it'll blow them 40 ways. How they ever got themselves cut off like that, I can't...
Oh, are you sure they're in those woods? That's all I want to know. Poor Sarah.
Darkness lies on no man's land. So does Private Hibbs. Crawling from one shell hole to another, he worms his way through mud and rubbish with a bag of grenades on his back. A group of gray-clad men huddled around a shaded bonfire don't see him. One of the Germans is busy milking a nanny goat, and the others stand about, mugs in hand, thirstily watching.
Milch. Ja, das gefällt mir, jawohl.
Hello, Sarah. Stay stand where you are, you guys. Hands up or I'll blow you all to Christmas. Any of you crowds speak English?
Donnerwetter, a Yankee. How in the world did you get here?
Consider yourself a prisoner.
Maybe I'm a prisoner, but that don't stop me if I'm going to toss these bombs. One more move, and I throw this grenade bag, and nobody is safe around here. Now I want that goat.
You came alone here to get this goat?
Yeah. You said it. You stole it from me, you dirty scut.
What a remarkable fellow that
Yeah,
is.
you'll think so if you don't do as I say. I got an artillery battery behind me waiting to blow these woods to splinters if I drop one bomb. You boys ain't got a chance. You're trapped on all sides. Surrender.
Surrender my company to a single private soldier? Never.
Come on, Hoyman, come on. Use some sense. My captain's only waiting for the signal to blast you sky high. It's no use to you getting all set up and losing your men for nothing.
Your battery commander sent you to demand my surrender?
Sure, he's that kind. He don't want to kill a bunch that ain't got no chance of fighting back. Just blow your whistle and line your gang up, hands in the air, and march. Walk in the open with this here goat and follow me quick, or I'll drop these bombs and all you get blown sky high.
Forward!
There, that's the stuff. March. Hips. Come on, Sarah. Hips. 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 Hips.
Company, attention. To order. At his own request, Sergeant Donegal is hereby reduced to rank of corporal. Private Hibbs is promoted to rank of sergeant. Excerpt from General Orders number 99. Citation. On recommendation of Commanding General AEF, the President is pleased to award Private Homer Hibbs the Congressional Medal of Honor for surpassing gallantry in action before Maligney Woods, capturing an entire German company on the night of September the 8th, 1918. Further citation. Sergeant Hibbs will report to GHQ to receive the Distinguished Service Order of the British Empire and the Medal of the Legion of Honor of French Republic. Sergeant, dismissed.
Police first!
Well, Sergeant Hibbs, you'll retire with honors and pension.
Oh, but that's all a lot of baloney, sir. Everybody knows I only went into those woods to get back my goat.
This story, The Goat of Private Hibbs, was broadcast by special permission of the publishers of Redbook magazine. Next week at this same time, we take pleasure in announcing that we will present another story in dramatic form from Redbook.
This is the Intercity Broadcasting System.
WMCA in New York City, at the top of the dial.
The Misadventures of Si and Elmer. And so the correspondent school detectives have come to the end of another of their mystery cases. The little baby and the dog left on the porch of their boarding house have been returned to the frantic parents. That is, the parents have been located, and the detectives are now on their way back to town to get the baby and deliver it to its home. The baby's mother was so grateful for its safe return that she has presented the little dog to Si and Elmer as a gift. And as we now pick up the trail of the old boys, they are walking back home in the cold evening as the little dog scampers around them in the snow, happy to be with his new masters.
Oh, my goodness. Si, a 2-mile walk never hurt nobody. maybe you don't think it's too far to walk, but I do. Why, Elmer, we've been a-walking all day through them fields, and now we got to start in all over again and walk back home.
Si Perkins, you ought to be plumb ashamed of yourself. Yes, you had. Here's that nice lady give us rastus to keep for our own, and still you're a-bellering about something being wrong and acting miserable.
That's one thing that makes me feel so miserable.
What?
Oh, just to watch that little dog scampering around in the snow like he thought it was fun. And I'm froze to death.
Oh, you ain't hurt a bit. Now, come on, walk right up here a good clip, and we get home as soon as we can. Get the horse and buggy and take that little baby home to his mama.
Why, Elmer Peabody, you don't mean to say we got to walk them 2 miles home and hitch up that horse and drive way back out here tonight?
That's just what I do mean. That nice lady is worried to death about that kid. You know she is.
Yeah.
We're going to get it back to her right away. Yes, sir. We'll see her husband and her big kid along the way. We'll give him a lift, too.
It was mighty mean of that little boy to leave his tiny, itty-bitty brother on our porch and forget where he left it.
Well, now, Si, don't be finding fault with the boy too much for that, you know.
Why not?
He was only 10 years old, and he was all tired taking care of the baby, and he wanted to get loose and play with the other little fellas.
Oh, but how could he forget which porch he left it on? He ought to know better than that if he's 10 years old.
You'd forget worse than that yourself, Si Perkins. You're blame near 100 years old.
Why, Elmer, that gummit.
You old fossil. You'd forget your head if it weren't fastened on.
Elmer, you got to quit talking like that. I ain't but 57, and you know it.
57. You was 68 last January, and I knew that. Hey, wait a minute. What's going on there?
Oh, now what is it?
Look at that pup run. Look at him, Si. He must be after rabbit or something. Look at him go, will you?
Yeah, I see him a-going, and I know he'll get lost, and then we'll have to run around in the dark all night looking for him. I reckon we better sit right down here till he gets back.
Silas Q. Perkins, you'll do no sitting down here at all.
Huh?
Yeah, you won't. You ain't worried about that dog at all.
Elmer, I am so worrying about him.
You're not.
Yes,
You're not. All you're thinking about is sitting down and getting a good rest for your old misery legs. Well, we ain't got time, Sat, so come on, get it going.
My feet is a-getting awful sore, Elmer.
Yes, I know.
Ever since I had them chilblains. Back in 97.
Yes.
My feet ain't been just right in cold weather.
Say, Si, you ain't never had no chilblains in your head, have you?
Why, of course not, Elmer. A body can't get chilblains in the head.
Well, there's something wrong with your head in all kinds of weather. I never heard such an old complaining fool all my life. All you did was sit in that lady's house and tell her about your aches and your pains.
Well,
Well, she was trying to find out something about her lost baby.
She was right nice to me, Elmer, and she invited me to come out and visit with her sometime and play with the baby.
Yes, I guess she'd like to have you do that, all right.
Yes, sir.
Because she is kind of poor. And I guess the kid ain't got many toys to play with, and if you was there, the kid'd look at you and laugh all the time, and...
Someday, Elmer Peabody, you're going to say too much to me.
Well, what are you going to do if you do, huh? What are you going to do?
Leave you.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to go right straight off someplace by myself.
Yeah, why don't you start going right now, then?
Well, it's pretty near dark now.
Yeah.
I'll be going in the morning, I reckon.
Yes, you won't never go no place, something where the widow can wait on you and spoon with you.
That's more than she'll do for you, anyhow.
Oh, you make me tired. You make me tired.
Huh?
I don't need no woman waiting on me now or no other time.
Elmer.
What? Well, what is it?
Oh, Elmer.
Well, what in tarnation is the matter with you now?
I see something.
Well, whereabouts?
Right there, Elmer. Right there where I'm pointing.
Oh, my goodness. You're shaking your arms so darn bad you're not pointing every direction. Just straight up. What are you seeing? Where is it?
It's right over there by the fence. And I don't know what it is.
Well, Well, now, I'll tell you, Mr. Perkins. I tell you, where I come from, they call that a horse.
Horse?
Yes,
yeah,
horse.
But it's too long and low for a horse, ain't it?
Well, sweet singer of sad songs, Si. Didn't you never hear of a horse laying down?
Yeah.
He's in the warm corner of that fence where the brush keeps the wind off him. You know that horses lay down sometimes, didn't you?
Oh, quit pestering me, Elmer.
Well, then you quit saying horses and making something else out of them.
No.
Now, we got to get going for home, I tell you. We won't have that lady's baby back there by daylight.
I'm so bad scared, I'm kind of shaky all over.
Yes.
I'll have to sit down here and rest for a spell.
Well, sit down and rest all you want to. I'm going on to boarding house and get that kid.
You know I can't stay out here all alone.
Well, if you're going to sit down here, you're going to do it all alone. Now, where the dickens is that pup going?
Well, I bet he's run off, back to his old home again.
Bet he ain't. That little dog of mine's going to make a good detective dog when I get done teaching him.
Dog of yours?
Yes, sir.
He's my dog, too, ain't he?
No, sir, he ain't. That dog's got to have some smart lessons in detecting. Yes, sir. And Elmer Peabody is a feller learned him all about it. Here, Rastus. Come on, Rastus. Oh, doggone that dog.
Uh-huh. I'll call him with my police whistle.
Go ahead.
That whistling through your teeth when you talk ain't loud enough for him to hear way off like that when you say his name.
I don't whistle through my teeth when I say his name.
You do so.
I do not.
Elmer, you know dadgum well. You can't say Rastus without a whistling.
Is that so? Well, I'll show you if you can't. Listen to this. Listen. Rastus. Oh, shucks.
There you are.
Yeah, well, what if I do whistle a little when he talk? That's a good way to train a dog.
Now, it ain't as good as my police whistle.
Yes, so.
Now, just listen to this.
That don't sound so darn fancy. I don't think it's no regular police whistle nohow.
Well, it's plenty good enough to call a dog with. Here he comes right now.
Say, you little rascal, where you been, huh? Where you been? Come on, get over here and talk to Uncle Elmer. Come on.
Uncle Elmer.
Yes, I wish he'd hurry and grow up, Si, and get himself a regular bark. That dirty squeak ain't much louder than a chipmunk.
He's only a little pup, Elmer.
Lady said he was 4 months old, didn't she?
That ain't very old.
Yeah, he's old enough to start learning to bark like a man. Now, look here, Rastus. Look here, you just stick right close to Uncle Elmer when we get home. Do you hear me, Rastus?
No, I'm awful tired, Elmer. And I'm worried about something else, too.
Yes, well, you ain't got time to stop to worry. Do you worrying while you walk? What's the trouble?
I just remembered that it ain't long till we got that there masquerade party to go to.
Well, what's that to worry about? I ain't worrying none.
No, you ain't a-going. Widder told me she didn't ask you.
Is that so? Well, she did ask me, and I'm going to have the first waltz with her, too.
No, you ain't.
Him, too.
I'm going to have all the waltzes with her.
You.
You can have them trotting foxes if you want them.
Yes, well, I ain't going to take them, but I'm going to dance anybody you want to, you hear me? Just 'cause you're stuck on the widow? Don't get the idea she's forgot how good-looking I am when I'm cutting it up out there on the dance floor.
Yeah, I don't care who she dances with. I don't reckon I'll be there nohow.
No, I suppose your back or your stomach or your ears will be aching so bad you can't go, huh?
I'll take that, Elmer.
What is it?
Well, we got to dress up in funny clothes and all. I ain't got no suit for it.
Well, the one you got on looks plenty funny to me. Quit worrying about everything, Si. I'm going to get me a suit fixed up for it. You know, they got a lot of them costume things down at Steve's store, and look, we go in tomorrow and pick us out a couple of them.
Yeah, I can't think what kind to get, Elmer. The widder is going to wear one that looks like she's an ear of corn.
Ear of corn?
Yeah, and I got to get one to go with that.
Something to go with an ear of corn, huh? Yeah, let's see. I got it. I guess. How you dress up like a salt shaker. Folks always uses a salt shaker with corn on the cob.
No, I can't dress up like a salt shaker,
Well, why can't you?
Ain't no such thing.
Plenty of 'em. Plenty of 'em. We got 2 on the boarding house table.
Yeah, I know there's plenty of salt shakers, but there ain't no such a thing as dressing up like one.
Well, let's see then. You might dress up like a pound of butter.
No.
Butter'd go mighty good with the widow's corn dress.
You just make fun of me all the time. And I don't care. I guess I won't go to the party nohow.
Yeah, I got it, Si. I got it.
Have you got an idea, Elmer?
I got it dandy. You're going to like this one, Si.
What kind of a costume can I wear?
Who said anything about a costume?
You said you had an idea.
Yeah, I have. It's the best idea I had in years.
Well, then hurry up and tell it to me.
Well, here goes then. Now look, Si, if you just got to have an idea how to dress up for the costume party, I'm going to show you how right now. Idea just come to me when I noticed how nice and sticky the snow is.
What's the snow got to do with dressing up for a costume party?
Well, now you just sit right down on this log and I'll show you.
You mean I can sit down and rest?
Certainly, that's just what it means, Si. You know, you look mighty tired.
Now, that's mighty nice of you, Elmer.
Bet you.
I don't feel just good as I could.
Now, you just sit there and take it easy now, Si, and I'll bet you look dressed up for the party when I get done with you.
Wait a minute, Elmer. Wait a minute. What are you scooping up that snow for?
Well, now, just hold your horses, Si, pretty. So I'm going to start making you dress for the party.
Don't put that cold snow on me. Don't do it, Elmer.
There she goes, Si. I'm start building up your feet with it.
Oh, Elmer, you can't do that. I feel so cold.
Well, you ain't going to feel so cold when you get this nice coat of snow all over you. Come on, Rastus. Come on now. That's a good dog. Come on, kick up some snow for me. Come on, get this scratching and kick some snow on the side.
Elmer, I just won't stand for this.
You don't have to stand for it. You're sitting down. Hey there, Rastus. Come on, kick that snow on the side. Not on me. Now, you just hold still for 5 minutes, and you'll be a snowman for the party.
Elmer, I'm a-freezing. Let me up out of this snow.
Yes, sir, Rastus. Si's going to the party dressed up like a snowman.
No, I just can't stand it no more. Rastus, get me out of this snow.
Si, when it gets you all covered up nice, look, tell you what I'll do. I'll punch little holes in for your eyes and your nose.
Holes, Elmer?
Yeah, little holes.
My rheumatiz is getting worse. Elmer, my rheumatiz.
Si Perkins, what are you talking about? My goodness, you know a snowman can't have rheumatiz.
Well, we have never seen one before, but to go to the party as a snowman is certainly an idea. However, the detectives will not go to the party. Your announcer will tell you when you may hear another episode of Si and Elmer over this station.
This is the Intercity Broadcasting System.
WMCA in New York City, at the top of the dial.
Hello there. This is the family doctor.
Doc, a man can't never tell when a riot or a strike or something will break out.
In Cedarton? No. Phil Benson, you're crazy.
Well, maybe I am. No, I ain't neither crazy. You know as well as I do, it's towns like Cedarton that runs rife with wars and rumors of wars. Man's got to be on the lookout.
Oh, yeah, sure. Now open your mouth. And don't talk. All right, Bill. Now, that ought to hold you for a while.
Thanks, Doc. Yeah, feel better already. Yep, as I was saying, a chief of police like me has got to keep his weather. Gosh almighty, Doc. I wonder if that spraying you give me is going to do any good.
Sure it'll do you good. But you can't expect miracles. When a man's as careless as you are, Bill, gallivanting around in weather like this, he's got to expect nature to take its course.
I suppose so.
Here, I'll give you a box of these pellets, too. Now, take one every 15 minutes for 2 hours, then one every hour.
All right, thanks, Doc.
Just a minute, Bill. Hello? Yes? This is Dr. Adams. Oh, yes. Hello, how are you? Yes, he's here. It's for you, Bill.
Huh? For me? Well, why, Gabe Hotchkiss is the only person who knowed I come up here.
Well, that's who it is. Go ahead and answer.
Oh, yeah, sure. Hello? Yeah. Just a second, Gabe. Yeah. All right, go ahead. What? Well, where'd you go? All right. I'll come right down to the station. My gosh, Doc.
What's the trouble?
Oh, that little Guppy girl's gone run away again.
No.
Yeah. Her father's down to the station house now. Gabe says he's mighty excited. Been looking for her ever since supper time. Wants me to organize... Yeah, wants me to organize a posse and go out a hunting party for her. What you doing the rest of the evening, Doc?
Come along. I'll join the posse if that's what you mean.
That's it, Doc. All right. Oh, gosh almighty. If I ever go duck hunting in the rain again, I hope somebody shoots me.
They won't have to. You'll die of pneumonia.
Oh, now, Doc, you shouldn't ought to have said something.
Chief Benson now. Hello, Chief.
Well, evening, men. Evening, Mr. Guppy.
Evening.
Yeah, all right now, Mr. Guppy, let's get to the bottom of this. When did your little girl disappear?
Just before supper. She was out in her little playhouse, as we thought. But when her mother went to call her for supper, she wasn't there.
Uh-huh. You ain't had no notes, have you?
Notes? What do you mean, notes?
From kidnapper.
Oh, no, of course not. She's done this before. She's just run off by herself. But she's never gone away from home as far as this. Up to now, every time she's run away, we've been able to find her right close at some neighbor's house.
Mm-hmm. Well, I reckon the only thing... I reckon the only thing to do is to split up in 4 directions and start out looking for her. Mr. Guppy, you and Jim Hoskins go out the south road as far as the old mill.
All right.
And, Gabe, you take Mr. McGinnis and go up the canyon road as far as Miller's Lake. And be sure and ask Griff Miller has he seen anything of the little girl.
Okay.
And then you, Ferguson, you and Joe Little go out the main highway toward Dunlap. And go as far as Dunlap Junction if you have to. Doc, you and me'll go down by the track.
All right.
Now, whoever finds her first, come back here to the station house and start the siren. Keep it going till all the posse comes back. You understand? All right, men, get going, and don't you worry, Mr. Guppy. We'll find the little... Oh, by the way, what's her name so we can call her?
Esther.
Esther. All right. Get on your way, men, and good luck. Come on, Doc. Doc, it's mighty queer to me.
What?
Well, it's little Esther Guppy running off from her home all the time this way. Don't seem natural.
No, but youngsters have been doing it for generations, Bill.
I know, but seems like there must be something the matter. Something she don't like about her home to go meandering away like that.
There is.
What is it? Hey, listen, they ain't cruel to her, is it? Because if they is, there's a law again that...
No, Bill. They treat the little girl all right. It's themselves.
Themselves?
Yep.
Wait a second. Let's call her again.
All right.
Esther! Esther! Esther Guppy!
Nope, there ain't a sign of her yet. Well, come on, Doc. We might as well keep moving. Now, what was we saying? Oh, yes, you was going to tell me what's wrong up to the Guppys that would make little Esther run away.
Oh, what's that?
Why, sure you would. Oh, now, Doc, I should ought to know these things. I, as chief of police of Cedarton, should ought to be in on all the angles of the town.
You should, eh?
Why, sure. Else how would I ever have any basis for clues?
Clues for what?
Why, clues for... Well, I don't know what's going to come up. You know that, Doc. I just mean that the more angles a man has on people, the better he can reconstruct a mystery.
Yes, I see.
Well, come on, Doc. Tell me what's... Tell me what's wrong up the Guppys.
Bill, are you taking those pellets I gave you?
Gosh almighty, no, Doc. Forgot all about them. Here, I'll take 5 of them all at once.
No, Bill. That'll be worse than none at all. Just take one every 15 minutes, as I told you.
All right. You're the doctor, as the feller says.
That feller again.
Yeah. Say, I think the rain's letting up a mite, Doc.
Yeah, appears to be.
Well, go ahead, Doc.
No, what do you mean?
Tell me about the Guffeys.
Bill Benson, you're the snoopingest, nosiest old gossip I've ever seen. You're the worst old meddler in Cedarton.
Yep, I guess I am, Doc, guess I am. But that's what makes me a good chief of police, I reckon. Well, let's call her again, Doc. Esther Guffey! Esther! Nope, nothing yet. Doc, I don't think she could have come all this ways by herself, not that little 5-year-old girl.
I don't know, Bill. She might have. We don't want to give up till we hear that siren.
Besides, that 820 westbound limit will be pounding through here pretty soon, and I don't aim to get myself all clogged up with cinders and dust.
Well, you go back, Bill. I think I'll keep on for a little ways.
Me go back? Well, don't talk crazy, Doc, as long as you... Listen. Yep, there she comes. The 820. She'll be rounding Salt Mountain right now. Be here in about 5 minutes. And there's the canyon trestle right ahead of us. Well, now let's stand over in that
Bill, look.
Huh? What's the matter? What do you see, Doc?
Out there on the trestle. The moon just came out a little then, and I think Yeah, it is.
Huh? By gosh, I see her now, Doc. It's a little Guffey girl.
Come on.
Oh, wait, Doc. Listen, you can't get out there on that trestle and get back again before the 820 comes in. You can't do it, Doc.
Oh, yes, I can, and I'm going to do it.
No.
Esther Guffey, you stay right there where you are. Don't move till I get
No, Doc, no. Tell her to run towards you.
And have her get caught in the ties? Oh, no. Stay right there, Esther.
Oh, my gosh. Doc can't make it. There comes the 820 just rounding the bend. Doc Adams, you come back here. I'll chief of police of Cedarton. Oh, can't hear me. Oh, he'll never make it. Well, he's got a hold of her. But he can't get back and hold that train. Gosh almighty! He's stopped!
What's going on here? What's happened? What's the trouble?
Well, there was a little girl out there in that trestle, and Doc Adams, he went out there and got her. He jumped into the creek with her just before you come onto the trestle. He's down there now. Come on!
Hello. Yes? Oh, hello, Lou. No, I'm all right. The ladies of the church? Oh, no, please, Lou, I don't want to see anybody. No, Lou, no, you just tell them that I had to go down to Dunlap or something. Tell them I'm laid up with pleurisy or bronchial pneumonia. Tell them anything, Lou, but gosh to Friday, for my sake, don't let them come down here. I don't want to see anybody about what happened last night. Oh, thanks, Lou. Somebody's just coming in. I'll have to hang up now. Yes, I'll be home for lunch. Goodbye. Well, how do you do? Oh, good morning, Bill.
Doc, there's a gentleman here who would like to say something to you.
Oh, is that so? Who is it? Oh, good morning, Mr. Guffey.
Dr. Adams, there isn't much that a man in my position this morning can say to a man in yours.
Oh, well...
But I just want to tell you this. Mrs. Guffey and I aren't given very much to religion, but last night, after our little girl was tucked away safely in bed, her mother and I knelt down in the dark and thanked God that there are heroes like you in the world.
Mr. Guffey, any man on that posse would have done the same thing. Well, thanks for what you've just said. It means more to me than you can know. I was just on my way out to make a call, and excuse me, I got a little wet last night. Bill, what are you laughing at?
Here, Doc, have a pellet. Any man that's crazy enough to go gallivanting around and getting himself all soaking wet in a creek has got to expect nature to take its course.
Bill Benson, you old fool. is the family doctor. I'll be in to see you again right soon. Goodbye.
This is the Intercity Broadcasting System.
WMCA in New York City, at the top of the dial.
Over valley and mountain, river and plain, through wind and storm, rides Anne of the Airlanes. Lying just ahead of a tropical hurricane that has threatened the existence of the uncharted island upon which they had been marooned, Ann Burton, Jack Baker, Aunt Hattie Jackson, and the two smugglers, Vic and Joe, have landed a stolen interstate airline experimental transport ship in an emergency field on the coast of Florida, where in comparative safety they can await the passing of the hurricane. In the lull just before the storm breaks over the emergency field, Morrison finds time to hand Jack a radiogram, which proves to be from the president of Interstate Airlines, and which gives Jack permission and authority to fly the transport ship in apparent accession to the demands of the smugglers and thus lend assistance to the U.S. Secret Service in rounding up the gang. Just how did Morrison get possession of this radiogram, and what part is he playing in this drama of intrigue and mystery? As we take up the story, we find the two Aircat speed ships and the transport plane lashed to the ground near the windbreak as our friends await the crest of the blow. Listen.
Boy, this hot soup sure tastes good. I told you that sister wasn't so dumb.
I wonder where she found all these thermos bottles, Jack.
I guess, Ann, that she must have become acquainted with them while she was locked in the baggage compartment on her little stowaway flight from Springfield to the island. How are the other ships riding out this wind, Joe?
Looked okay to me, Baker. Sure lucky them trees happen to be up there on the east side.
Those trees, my boy, didn't just happen to be there. They were planted. Australian pines are the best windbreakers they can find against these tropical blows, which always happen to come from the east.
How long do you think this storm will last, Jack?
Oh, no telling, Ann. Sometimes these tropical hurricanes blow themselves out in a couple of hours. Sometimes it's a couple of days.
Phew, in 2 days a wind like this would blow the whole state of Florida right out into the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, hardly, Joe. The old state has managed to withstand harder blows than this. But I don't think that this one's going to last quite 2 days. Atmospheric conditions were not quite right for a long one.
But, Jack, if this was supposed to be a 100-mile-an-hour gale, how could the weatherman predict it so far ahead? It didn't seem to come in at any speed like that.
Well, it didn't. But you see, while the wind in the hurricane is blowing at the rate of 100 miles an hour, the storm itself may only be raveling forward at, say, 50 miles an hour. You see what I mean?
I didn't get it. If the wind is blowing 100 miles an hour, it's got to go ahead 100 miles an hour.
Not at all, Joe. You see, it's something like the blast from one of the propellers on this ship. When we taxied on the tarmac.
What's a tarmac, Jack?
A tarmac, Ann, is the strip of pavement, usually concrete, that you'll find in front of almost every hangar and every airport. They bring the planes out there to warm them up, look them over, and to load the passengers and the baggage.
I see.
Well, as I started to say, when we taxi this ship from the tarmac, the blast from the propellers may be a wind that will register up to 50 or 60 miles an hour in the vicinity of the ship. But the ship itself, that is the cause of this little vest pocket tornado, may be moving along at 10, 15, and seldom over 20 miles an hour.
Gee, Baker, you ought to be a school teacher.
It seems odd, though, doesn't it, to be sitting here in this cabin listening to the explanation of weather and hurricanes with the wind blowing like it is outside. I wonder how fast it's blowing out there now.
Oh, I'd say from the way those trees are bending over that it's got up to 50 or 60 miles an hour. And that's a full gale anywhere in the country.
It's too full for me. I wonder what Vic's doing out there. If he don't get back here pretty soon, he won't make it.
That phone call of his must have been mighty important.
He wanted to get it through before the wires went down. We can't take any chances in this game, you know, Baker.
That's one reason why I've been wondering about you, Joe.
What do you mean, wondering about me?
Oh, I don't know. You just don't look the type that gets mixed up in this sort of thing, that's all.
That's just my better nature coming to the surface, I guess. But don't let that fool you. And don't bank too much on my kind heart.
Thanks, Joe, for the tip. But I think that Ann has hit something that has been bothering us both.
Hey, open up this door. Okay, Vic, just as soon as I find a spot to put this... Gosh, what'll I do with this bottle of soup? It'll spill.
Here, Joe, give it to me, and you can open the door.
Thanks, here. Hurry up, I'm drowning out here. What's the matter in there? Keep your shirt on, Vic. I'm trying to open the door. Looks like a piece of wood has flowed into the lock when they closed it.
Ann, I've got to get that frequency from Morrison right away. There's no telling when they'll want me to leave.
Oh, but you can't leave without gas.
I got a hunch they'll find some way to dig up some gas.
But this wind, Jack, surely you don't think
They'll do anything, Ann. I've got to get to Morrison before I leave. Because I can't take a chance on fishing around for that radio frequency. Too much of a chance. And I might hit it just when one of them is listening.
You're pushing in there while I pull out here. Okay. Now.
Yeah, that wind is getting worse. And that last radio forecast said it would get worse for the next 2 hours.
Did you get the call through, Vic?
Of course I did. What did you think I dragged through nearly a mile of that mud and water to that boat for? To take a boat ride?
I was just asking, that's all.
Hey, what do you got in that thermos bottle?
Soup, Morgan.
Soup? Hey, did someone of you leave after what I said? However, I thought I told you.
Oh, lay off, Vic. Nobody ain't been nowhere. It was Tut.
It was who?
Tut. You know, the stowaway sister.
Joe means it was Aunt Hattie. She had presence of mind enough to warm some soup before we left the island and brought it along in the other planes in these thermos bottles.
I get it. Some of that would go good after the soaking I got.
Here's my cup. Oh, ouch. That's hot.
Now, beautiful here had poured that. She wouldn't have poured it on her hand. She's going to be an air hostess, she says.
If I ever get back to Springfield, you mean?
I think you're going back to Springfield. And pretty pronto, too.
You mean that we are going...
I don't mean we. I mean you. You and your little party of friends can leave here just as soon as this storm passes over. Now, I got a little business to talk over with Baker. And I think it's going to be a bit personal. So before the storm gets any worse, Joe, you escort the lady over to the Air Cat and see that she stays there until I give you the word.
But, Jack, what are you going to do?
Your boyfriend is 21, ain't he? And I think that he's going to be reasonable. Won't you, Baker?
I guess so, Morgan. Better go along with Joe, Ann. The wind is not so strong right now, and it'll be worse later. Good luck.
All right, Jack, but don't let him talk you into
Okay,
anything.
Baker. I guess we can talk now. I've just had a little talk with the doc, and he tells me things are kind of tough for you back in Springfield. Seems they believe that you're the one responsible for the theft of the transport ship.
I see. Go ahead.
Well, it seems that not so long ago you had quite a reputation within the state for your flying ability and for your honesty and integrity. Well, Baker, you can still fly, but I think the honesty and integrity is gone. With you shouldering the blame for stealing a $150,000 plane.
So?
Well, I think you're in a position to listen to reason. I know, and Doc knows, that you might be able to convince the interstate people that you didn't take this ship. If you could bring them back this ship. But if we just took a notion that you wasn't going to take it back, you'd have a tough time trying to make them swallow any kind of a story. You might be able to get a job with some barnstorming outfit, but business along that line isn't as good as it used to be.
So it's your idea that now I'm just as much a crook as you and your outfit. Is that it?
I don't like the word crook, Baker. Let's say businessman. The diamond smuggling business is one of the biggest in the world and one of the best organized from a financial standpoint. And we're in a position to pay real money to a fellow who'll listen. Do you follow me?
I'm way ahead of you, Morgan. You want me to join your little band of hoodlums, is that it?
Not a band of hoodlums, Baker. Our organization. Sure, we have to be a little shady in our dealings sometimes. But is it our fault that we're smarter than the authorities? In this game, my friend, it's a case of dog eat dog.
What's your proposition?
I thought you'd come around. Just this. You fly this ship to the African diamond mines and back, see? We pick a different spot to land each trip. We cut out the cost of the people that usually handle the rocks on the steamers. We cut out the runners up and down the coast. And that adds to the profit, you see? We've got one of the best diamond cutters in the world right here in America. So that cuts out Holland. That means that almost every cent the organization takes in is clear profit. Do you get what I mean?
Nice for the organization. How about me?
Well, the doc is in a position to offer you 10% of the net profit. And in the course of a year, Baker, that will amount to more than you can draw from an airline in a lifetime. And you're through with airlines. What's the answer?
How about Pete and Morrison and the rest of them? They know where I am. And the minute this storm lets up, one of them is going to get to a phone or put one of the radios on the air. And then what?
Just this, Baker. When this storm lets up, this plane with you and me and Joe is not going to be here.
You mean that you want me to take off in the face of this wind?
You're not yellow, are you, Baker?
No, but, man, it's sheer suicide to try to lift this ship in this storm. You'll find every plane in Florida grounded right now.
Well, this one won't be here in 5 minutes.
We haven't gas enough to go 40 miles.
And we're not going over 40 miles. But those 40 miles will be straight northwest of the Everglades. And when we sit down there, there's not a ship in the world can find us until we're ready to take the air.
The Everglades? Morgan, you're crazy. There's not a spot in the Everglades where you can land a balloon, much less a heavy transport ship like this, without crashing. As for taking off, that's impossible.
Baker, I told you we're a big organization, didn't I? And a little thing like putting a runway in the Everglades is small stuff to us. And we've got gas enough to get there. And I happen to know that this ship is equipped to ride out the worst storm or hurricane in the world.
Okay. I'd like a chance to say goodbye to my friends.
I know you would. But I'm afraid that's not the thing to do. So if you want to come in with us, get your foot on those starters and let's get going.
Morgan, listen here. I'm flying this ship for the organization, as you call it. Not because I want to, but because it seems to be the only thing left. But one little double cross from any one of you, and there won't be even a life preserver to show where this ship met the Atlantic Ocean. How about Joe? Does he go?
He'll come fast enough when he hears those motors.
What about the lashings? We gotta get those loose.
We'll get them, yeah. There comes Joe now on the run. Step on it, Joe. Let's cut this thing loose. Get that axe. The one we drove the stakes with.
I got it.
I'll get him on this side.
There's only some way to get to Morrison. If Ann can only give me that secret radio frequency, I've got to have it to get instructions.
Climb in, Joe, and hurry. Here comes Gordon.
Jack! Jack, where are you going? You can't
Ann,
leave.
what was the number you were telling me about?
The number was...
If your girlfriend's trying to give you a phone number, you'll have to get out of the book. Now, you better gun those motors before we turn over.
If we're going to turn over, I hope we do it right here close to the ground. It's dangerous.
A takeoff in the face of the gale. Will the huge transport be able to lift from the soggy field? Will the meager supply of gas be sufficient to carry the ship through the storm to the secret runway in the Everglades? And what was that number that Anne was shouting to Jack as the thunder swallowed up her voice? The number of the secret radio frequency upon which Jack must depend to receive his instructions from the Secret Service Department? Can it be possible that Morrison will be able to get that number to Jack before the transport is out of touch with land and is winging its way across the Atlantic? Only time will bring us the answers, so we must wait for another episode. Don't fail to share in the thrills and excitement that make up the coming chapter of Anne of the Airlanes.
That's Anne of the Airlanes, episode 26, broadcast as a syndicated show sometime during 1932, possibly in the mid to late 1930s. Now, don't forget next week, of course, Kay Kaiser. A lot of people are looking forward to that one, I'm sure. And, of course, Anne of the Airlanes is going to be finishing in just a few weeks as well. When it does, we'll be replacing it with another fine serial from 1932, Not quite sure which one yet. There are quite a few out there still to play. But that'll do it for this week. See you all next week. Have a great week, everybody. This is John Grimmett for Radio Journeys, saying bye-bye now.